Let's get ready to rumble!
Three, two, one, fire!
Welcome to the Wednesday warm-up call. My name's Andy, and you're very welcome. Now, this call, excuse me, is becoming more and more just tidbits of news items and things like that, just to back up what we're doing here and make you realize that we're on the right track, etc. Also, happy Star Wars Day, May the 4th. So yeah, please do us a favor for this. Actually, I just wanted, just before I start the call properly, I'm going to share my screen just a second. Okay, guys, this is our Twitter account at Gmeta One. At Gmeta One. Please take time and follow that and share it and retweet, because for the success of ongoing of everything we're doing here, we want a rapid conclusion to the pre-sale, and Twitter is really the platform for all things metaverse, NFT, and DeFi tokens. So we're trying to grow this as much as possible. Now, we had a target last week of 2,000 followers. We haven't actually hit that, so let's get doing that. Everybody who's listening to this call, please make sure you're following our Twitter account and retweeting and sharing a lot of the information. And it's good stuff that you're seeing on there. Well, we're actually live on there, as you can see right now. But in addition, there's lots of articles about Gmeta One, about the metaverse in general, and all the updates. Now, guys, talking of updates is a very important day, apart from being Star Wars Day, because today, if you haven't been on the calls, you will not know this. We are airdropping Gmeta Alpha tokens to your wallets, your actual metaverse or trust wallet. So please, I'm going to just take you through a quick procedure, because you're seeing an awful lot of confusion out there with this. This is very straightforward, In your back office, guys, you will see next to the referral bonus, just underneath where the referral bonus is, your wallet address. That's the address you gave us when you signed up. That is your Binance Smart Chain wallet, either Trust Wallet or MetaMask. It has to be one of those. If it isn't, make sure you get it changed ASAP. But all you need to do is make sure that actually matches your MetaMask wallet. I'm not going to, which is up there. Copy the clipboard. Okay, so that's all you need to do, just to make sure that that is the wallet that you gave us is the one that it's identical to the one that is your MetaMask or Trust Wallet Binance Smart Chain wallet address, because that is where your tokens are going to be. We're going to be setting out a little contract address. All you'll have to do is add that as a currency in your wallet, and your tokens will show up. Dead simple. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. Okay, now we'll get into this. What we're doing here, guys, if you're brand new, that's cool. Do not be alarmed. We are, yes, building a metaverse. We're building a digital universe called Gmeta One. And in addition to that, we are launching a token. And that token is the currency we're going to use in our metaverse. So let's just share screen again, and we'll jump into that right now. Okay, so we are in pre-sale. We're selling $5 million worth of Gmeta tokens. That represents 20% of the total supply there will ever be, which is 1 trillion. Now that is equivalent to $5 million. We're in round 2. We're already sold out round 1. Guys, I had somebody yesterday contacted me. The last time they got in touch with me, they were joining the following week. And that was back in January. And they came back to me and said, right, I'm ready to go. I've got my $10. And unfortunately, this is why you need to take action very quickly. It isn't $10 anymore, as you know. It's $50 in round 2. It'll be $60 in round 3. Because we're selling the tokens in the pre-sale in rounds of 1 million. And we're into round 2. So we're already sold out round 1, raised our first million, and we're $156,000 into round 2. If you click this important little I here, very important button on our website, click that, it'll show you what you have to do to get involved. But today, to get involved, all you have to do is go back to the person who invited you and get their link and sign up, because at that point, then you'll be able to purchase a slot. So you'll give us your MetaMask or Trust Wallet Binance Smart Chain address in signing up. Once you do that, I strongly urge you to buy at least 1 slot at $50. And you can use Bitcoin, Litecoin, Tron, Dogecoin, and Dash. So you pick whatever currency suits you best to operate with, and how many slots you want. You can buy as many as you wish, as you can see. But I'd urge you to buy at least 1. That'll give you 2.15 million Gmeta tokens. And when you do that, this link that you get when you sign up becomes live. Before that, it's dead. It's useless to you. It doesn't have any benefit whatsoever until you purchase at least 1 slot. What it does then is it gives you 100% bonus match from your level 1 referrals. So if I brought Paul on board and Paul buys $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, I get $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens. Amazing. Now Paul brings on Jenny, and Jenny buys $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens. Well, Paul will get the 100% bonus match there, but I would actually get 50%. I'll get $5,000 because Jenny would be on my level 2, and I get 50% on level 2 as well. So in this way, you can make a massive difference to how many Gmeta tokens you have. You could, in theory, just buy 1 slot, but you could accumulate by sharing this with the world millions, if not billions, of Gmeta tokens. And we have people who have done just that. This is a chance to stack millions of these guys before we close down this pre-sale. Once we close down the pre-sale, once we hit 5 million, that's it. There's no more referrals. There's no more bonus matches. There's no more free party, no more free tokens. So I'd strongly urge you to do that. We do have competitions as well. If you click leaderboard, we have got 4 different competitions: top 10 recruiters, team builders, team contributors, and investors. If you're in the top 10 at the end of this round or any of our rounds, you're going to receive an exclusive NFT, which you can hold, sell, or stake later on for passive income. So if you're in the top 10 in any of these, or you can be in multiple top 10s if you really get stuck in, So you could have that. You could be one of the top 10 recruiters and team builders and team contributors. You could end up in all 4 of these. But if you do that, then in each of the top 10s, we're going to take the 10 names and put them into a draw, and the winner will get a Oculus Quest 2 virtual reality headset in each of those. So we're giving away 4 of those, and then we take all 40 names in the top 10s, and we draw one more name out for an additional Oculus Quest 2 headset. So we're giving away 5 headsets as well. Now we also have an incentive for people who see fit to put in $10,000, and we've had people put in a lot more than that. 150,000, 96,000, 79,000. Serious players, guys. This is a very serious project. Okay, so if you're one of the people who puts in $10,000, you get a chance to win a very special car. In addition to that, if you're one of the first 300, you'll become a VIP. What does that do for you? Well, I'm not actually going to tell you. I'm going to show you. Hang on a second. Watch this video, guys. It comes with a very catchy tune. That's a word of warning.
Say make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. Holla, holla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on.
Okay, folks, that's our VIP incentive. So you got all sorts of different benefits from being one of those first people. Now, you might not have $10,000. That's understandable. That's cool. But you might know somebody who does. You never know who might see fit to do that. And if you know them, guess what's going to happen? If they use your link, you're going to earn yourself $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens as well. So it's like a big, serious win-win. Hang on a second, my glasses are steamed up. I'm not excited, guys. It's terrible to be getting old. Need reading glasses just to do these. Oh, dear. Okay, I can see you now. Okay. All right, guys. Now, we're going to do a bit of news. The thing is, it's very important to realize, even if you were skeptical about the metaverse, I was a total skeptic and NFTs. But it's when you start reading the news, the bits of news, you realize you might have a moment where you just go, oh my God, wow, this could be huge. And once you get that, you know you're on the right track, and you just get that buzz and you want to share this with the world. So that's why I'm starting to do a lot of these little bits and pieces. It's just interesting to see how the metaverse is being used and who's joining it, etc. That's what I find fascinating, and it just really keeps it real. So let's talk about keeping it real. Let's have a look at this. Okay, this is in the national news. I'm not sure which national news, but the headline. Dubai's virtual assets regulator becomes the world's first authority to enter the metaverse. Guys, if you don't know this, Dubai is at the forefront of crypto technology, metaverse, NFTs. They really are trying to position themselves that way. Now, that is good, but any sort of regulator coming in isn't necessarily a good thing, but it is a sign that it's getting big. There must be something in this. If you're skeptical, well, think about this. There must be something in the metaverse for these guys to want to get involved. Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed, Crown Prince of Dubai, hails Emirates' bold move to use new tech to extend its services. Dubai's Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority said it has entered into the metaverse with the establishment of its Metaverse HQ. It's in sandbox, guys, making it the first regulator to have a presence in the emerging digital space. The expansion of Vara's resources to a borderless audience is part of Dubai's strategy to create a prototype decentralized regulator model. It also aims to make it accessible to government and industry leaders, other authorities, and virtual asset service providers to help shape the future digital economy. Meta HQ will serve as a primary channel to engage global virtual asset providers to initiate applications, welcome new licensees, share expertise, and drive worldwide interoperability. Meta HQ will use Sandbox, the Ethereum blockchain-based application backed by Japanese investment conglomerate SoftBank that allows users to create, sell, and purchase digital assets. The bold move will be ushering a new era that will see the Dubai government leverage modern innovations to extend its services and regulatory power to audiences in an open technological expanse without constraints or borders, the Sheikh said. Okay. Dubai maintains a leading position at the forefront of technological transformation. We have exceeded the role of an early adopter to become an innovator and participant in shaping the future of this technology. I'm not going to say too much, but if any backup is needed, guys, these guys know how to make money. Trust me on that one. You definitely know that. So, even if you're skeptical about the metaverse, well, tough. It's happening with or without you, and people like this are getting involved. The metaverse is the emerging digital space in which people represented by avatars or three-dimensional likenesses can interact with virtual worlds. It is part of Web3, which is being touted as the next iteration of the World Wide Web, with blockchain, decentralization, openness, and greater user utility amongst its core components. These new age technologies are opening up new benefits, with more companies tapping into its potential by developing more cases to streamline economic and societal activities. Finally, the final word on this, basically, Vara's Meta HQ will enable the dynamic virtual assets sector to build economic resilience, accelerate social inclusion, and address environmental sustainability. Our presence in the metaverse therefore marks the beginning of a new phase in the Dubai government's march for the future, one that will have a positive impact in the long run. Okay, guys, that's that one, but let's have a look at another little article that took my attention today. And this is called The Metaverse Wars. What is the future of social media? The metaverse is ushering in a new era of the internet, which is creating opportunities, challenges, and risks for investors, marketers, and other participants. With virtual real estate sales topping $500 million alone in 2021, and being expected to more than double in 2022, it's clear that things are heating up in the metaverse. Marketers, investors, and celebrities alike are starting to take note. Ever since Facebook's announcement of its rebrand to Meta, its pivot to the metaverse, there's been no shortage of news headlining celebrity and institutional investors' interest into the space. In fact, according to PricewaterhouseCoopers, who incidentally are also in the metaverse is expected to be worth up to $1.5 trillion by 2030. 8 years. From investment banks like JP Morgan, HSBC creating virtual lounges and buying virtual real estate, to Paris Hilton playing a DJ set, God forbid, set on a virtual island she built herself. Okay, that's handy if she stays there by herself. It's clear that the activity in the metaverse is gaining traction and opportunities are presenting themselves for savvy participants. Before we go any further, what is a metaverse? Put simply, the metaverse is effectively the internet as we currently know it, but fully immersive and experiential, integrating virtual and augmented reality. This means internet users won't only be able to consume content in a two-dimensional way via screen, but also through a virtual reality headset. The key thing, guys, is you don't need one, but it's better if you have. You don't need it. Please do not think you're going to need that. For example, users from the comfort of their own home could walk around a virtual shopping mall, purchase items from brands like Adidas or Gucci, which have already established a presence in the metaverse. Alternatively, a user could attend a virtual event like Metaverse Fashion Week. Guys, we've done this. We've streamed events to the Gmeta Arena already. We had none other than Wiz Khalifa broadcasting music and all sorts of stuff from the Gmeta Arena just 3 days ago. All items purchased and sold within these virtual worlds are generally done with both fungible and non-fungible tokens, with transactions recorded on the blockchain. Currently, there are 4 major metaverse worlds, soon to be 5, including Decentraland, Sandbox, Crypto Voxels, and some named Space. But there are new metaverses emerging all the time. Certainly is. Decentraland has roughly 300,000 active monthly users. Sandbox has 500,000, both attracting significant interest and capital inflows. For example, tokens.com, a listed blockchain technology, bought 2.4 million worth of land in the Decentraland metaverse. An investment firm, Republic Rem, bought 4.3 million worth of land in Sandbox. Company said it will develop 100 islands equipped with their own villas, boats and jet skis, according to news sources. 90 of the islands sold on the first day for $15,000 each. Virtual gold rush. We're nearly there, guys. Where there's increased traffic, there's increased opportunity. Exploding user activity combined with surging amounts of capital being injected into the metaverse. It's creating new industries and professions, from digital real estate agents to digital brokers. It's also creating entirely new opportunities for marketers, from digital billboards located in busy areas of virtual towns. Guess who else is doing that, folks? To branded installations on virtual streets. Companies are beginning to explore new and exciting ways to market to their audiences in the metaverse. For example, the Gucci Garden experience saw the creation of virtual rooms, allowing users' avatars to morph into their surroundings and don limited edition virtual items from Gucci. Whilst Samsung also opened up a store in Decentraland where users can undertake quests and earn unique Samsung wearable NFTs. It's not just a case of opening a store and hoping that people come, guys. It's about giving people a new experience. However, with new opportunities also come risks. While the price of land is currently skyrocketing, this does not guarantee that it will continue to do so. Nobody ever said it did. And unlike the physical world, there is more than one metaverse. So what might be hot today might not be tomorrow. And this can have significant impacts on land value and brand value. Things will undoubtedly continue to move fast, but with the current lack of standardization and unpredictability, both investors and brands should take a degree of caution before plowing headfirst into the metaverse. Yes, guys, this is what differentiates what we're doing. This is why we know we're on the right track, because we're not just going to dump people into these things and leave them stranded. We're actually going to teach them how to do things, how to create avatars, how to buy land, and obviously we'll always err on the side of caution. You're mad not to in the online space. Okay, and finally, Web3 and the metaverse will play different roles in evolving the internet. This was from yesterday. The internet, as we know, is evolving all of the time. Take the original text-based dial-up version of yesteryear. Do you remember that? Well, I do. And contrast it with today's network of mobile apps and 5G connectivity. That couldn't be more different from the days when AOL and Ask Jeeves dominated web search. Yeah, Alta Vista as well, other ones. like us. Yeah, all those browsers. Tomorrow's internet will be a very different beast. Today, much of the talk around the future of the internet revolves around two words: Web3 and the metaverse. But they are very different concepts. What's the metaverse? This is still vague because the very concept of the metaverse is still being defined. But what has emerged is an idea that the metaverse will become extremely reliant on technologies such as augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality, which enables users to have experience in this brave new world. For this vision to become a metaverse, this vision of the metaverse to become a reality, it will be necessary for these technologies to become ubiquitous in our lives. If that happens, we could find ourselves living in a mixed reality world where everything from work and play to gaming and dating happens in a virtual setting. Safer if it's dating, gotta say. I don't date, but yeah, definitely. While other technologies, including blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and NFTs, are also key elements of the metaverse, they're not necessarily essential to it. Instead, AR, VR, and MR will enable this prevailing vision. In the case of AR and VR, both require users to don specialized hardware, such as headset or glasses, to immerse themselves in virtual experiences. Not necessarily so. As I've already said, for the metaverse to be the metaverse, it doesn't require people to have a headset because that would preclude an awful lot of people who couldn't afford one. So it's got to be not that. What is Web3? Web2 is considered to be the second generation of the internet, which emerged from the older form of static text-based websites that were only accessible via PC. Instead, Web2 is a version of the internet. User-generated content came to the fore, accessing mobile devices with the people's data almost fully controlled by big tech firms such as Google, Facebook, and Twitter. The next evolution will be Web3, a newer and much more decentralized version of the internet that's based on the blockchain. Promises to give users greater privacy with full control of their data and no censorship. Annie Zing, host of the Hello Metaverse podcast, defines Web3 as a building block of the metaverse that will allow more of a utopian version of the internet we know today. Today's metaverse builders exemplify this theory as a building block of the metaverse. For example, Bit.country is building a metaverse platform that will enable anyone to design and launch their own virtual world. While Bit.country, in fact, itself is the actual metaverse, a virtual immersive 3D world that's accessible using VR headsets or AR glasses, and it's building atop a Web3 infrastructure layer known as the metaverse network, encompasses a decentralized blockchain that plays host to its users' metaverses. Each of the metaverses within Bit.country's continuum can be bought as a sovereign virtual world with their own landscapes, cryptocurrency-based technology, cryptocurrency-based economies, and governance. However, they're linked to all of the other metaverses on Bit.country. So what does the future hold? Here we go. The fact is Web2 and its centralization does work. For example, Twitter helps people communicate and broadcast their message at scale of millions to users in a way no other decentralized platform can compete with. The same goes for Uber, which does a great job aggregating demand and matching it with supply. Even in crypto, the biggest companies are centralized platforms such as Binance and Coinbase, which take service fees on cryptocurrency transactions they process. Both platforms are popular because they have far more liquidity, allowing them to support more kinds of tokens than decentralized exchanges do. Okay, so the metaverse must overcome many challenges before it goes mainstream. One of the biggest issues is accessibility. Wearing a headset can be exhausting. It's expensive. This is not what I just said earlier. There are other concerns, things like motion sickness, eyesight. It remains very expensive, and it needs to be more affordable to see widespread adoption. That said, what we've seen of Web3 and Metaverse provides a clear glimpse of the future because virtual worlds have already shown that multiple industries beyond just gaming and concerts stand to benefit from the evolution of these technologies. Web3 and the internet and the metaverse are still just proofs of concept, but there can be no denying that both will play a very important role in the next evolution of the internet. Okay, guys, not just a couple of articles, and I think, again, even the press are confused. I think that even the press are actually confused about this, because they're talking in terms of everyone having to have a headset still. And that's not going to be the truth. If that was the case, I would doubt that some of these massive brands would be getting involved, that there's no mass adoption. Brand like Adidas wanting to get involved in the metaverse. If not everybody could do that. You can just jump into one of these on your phone, on your computer. For the most part, it's accessible from any device to go into most of the metaverses already. And ours will certainly be that. We're not making people buy headsets or anything like that. Once we build ours, it'll run on any device, it'll run on any computer, because it's designed not to require a massive gaming computer, super fast computer. So I think even the press, sometimes you dive in these articles. I read a few paragraphs of them before I choose them on this. But when you actually dive into them in a little more depth, even they're confused. That last article seemed to still be suggesting that we needed headsets and stuff. That is definitely not the case, guys. Okay, so as we said, this is a warm-up call. The actual call is at 4 p.m. today, and it's on Telegram. The link is right there going across the screen for the last half hour. So hopefully you've taken it down, but please be on this call. If you're involved or wanting to get involved in Gmeta, you need to be on this call tonight, because we're going to talk you through the token airdrop to your wallet today. So please, I'd strongly urge you to get on there, because you need to stay informed. You need to keep up to date. I doubt that a lot of people in this Facebook group even know that we're airdropping the tokens tonight. I doubt they even know. You need to keep informed. We know that people do other things. That's cool. It's a free world. Of course, people need to do stuff. But please keep yourself informed about Gmeta One. And how do you do that? Get on that call later tonight. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you find it interesting, and have a wonderful remainder of your Wednesday. We'll see you on the call.